Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream. Today we're going to do some more battles, and I've tried to the best of my ability to fix the technical issues that we had during yesterday's live stream, so I hope that overall this will be a much better experience for everyone involved. Now, I have made every preparation except one, and I was unable to do that before the live stream. But here we go. I have put together a list of the Pokemon that are not allowed to be brought into the battles. And so please let me know if I have forgotten any of these. I've now made a graphic for it. These are the Pokemon that should not be brought to battles. So I'm gonna leave this in a miniature right here. I'm gonna bring it up after I enter the room. So if you would like to have a battle with me, then this is your chance. I'm gonna hop into the global room, and then we have a community code here on the channel, which I will show you briefly. Let's see, connected to the internet. And hopefully we won't have any internet connectivity issues today, because that is always never fun. Okay, so the community code is 0020 1000. And then when you type in this code, you'll be put in a union room with a lot of other people. Hopefully you guys have prepared your teams and are waiting in here for me, so that we can just get on with the battles right away. Oh, we have someone already. Is this Giggle Stomp? Let's see. Let's battle. And then while I'm waiting for you guys, I will bring up this graphic right here. Oh, they're waiting for me. So no legendaries, no restricted legendaries. Soul Fox Fan. Alright, so these are the Pokemon not cool to be brought. Let's have a look at the chat. Let me double check the browsers that we are all up to date. Alright, let's get on with the show. Swedish Distorted Yanma. Hi Nirth, I commented on your Starly location video for Scarlet and Violet. Oh really? Did I have a location video for Starly and I didn't remember? That is hilarious. I was like, is Starly in the game yesterday? Got no legendaries. Perfect. Good luck with everyone battling tonight. Oh, I did the unforgivable. Give me 1 second. I just realized something. Just stay in the room. Taylor knows what I have been doing. I'm playing the wrong game. Me and Taylor, I hope I'm saying your or pronouncing your name right. We have been hectically, right before the live stream, trying to figure out how to fix some of his new team members, because he bred them in Sword and Shield. And as you bring them over to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, most of the moves will be wiped, and that sucks. And even though all the moves are legit and everything, it just gets removed. So what happened now is I was playing my wrong game. I used to have my main save file in Brilliant Diamond, and I have a lot of resources in that game, like a lot of skulls and a lot of items. So I was like bouncing back and forth between Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Pokemon Home, items back and forth, trying to like figure out how to help out with that team, because the egg moves can be a little bit tricky, especially when you've gone through the effort on getting egg moves on Pokemon with difficult evolutions. Oh man, it's not fun. So I try to do my best there, but obviously didn't work out this time, but maybe next time. Hello everybody. Hello Jack is Cracked. Thank you so much for dropping by this live stream. I'm very happy to have you here. I hope that you will enjoy your time and learn some new Pokemon. I can make a call here for battling, and then, oh, no. Oh, this is the problem. You go. Maybe the circle should be like the universal you go. Yes. Because there's no way of knowing, and then you'll just end up like both doing the same thing out of frustration. So these are the Pokemon that are not allowed to be brought. I've also listed them in the video description. Let me know if I somehow have not listed everything. That was the problem yesterday. The rule is no legendary, no legendaries, no restricted legendaries, and those are two different groups, and no mythicals. So if I somehow have missed out one of those, like, that's like the rule set. Oh, I need to update the teams here. So Mr. Fox has got a Yan Mega and a Yan Mega. There we go. And Roserade. I like the Roserade. I have a Roserade on my team. Oh, Magnezone. That is an amazing Pokemon. It's one of the only Pokemon that kind of make Togekiss work in this game. So I'll be adding that to my roster soon. Yes, that was my Lotic. And then Zezor, another threat. An Infernape. Uh-oh. We'll have to see if this Infernape is mixed, in which case I'm going to have a problem. And then in terms of the Azumarill, I have to be careful with the Roserade and the Magnezone. Let me bring up the chat again. Okay, so for my starting position, I'm actually going to go Skarmory. To some extent, I'm not really a fan of setup moves or like the entry hazards, but for some reason, it just happens to be very, very useful with this team composition. I'm actually likely going to switch out the Medicham at some point on my team. I'm just not seeing it work very well with the other team members, and I think Blissey, Azumarill, Tangrowth, and Skarmory is a pretty cool base, and then Roserade has done tremendous. Ah, the first Pokemon is Infernape, and I literally don't have a response. I feel so tempted to just Medicham it, but well, I have to give something up here. You know what? I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna set up the Stealth Rocks. I do have Sturdy. Let's just do it like this. I remember the Infernape from last stream. Yes, that was a scary one. Thunderwave, not gonna bother me at all. The problem with Infernape is the overheat, because you can have a mixed set on the Infernape, so that you go essentially Jolly Nature or whatever plus speed down one of the defenses, and then max attack. But overheat is a stab 130 move, and so you can do significant damage on a Pokemon like Skarmory. I was able to set up the rocks, so I'm honestly just gonna go for a Brave Bird here. Oh, I survived the chip damage. Let's see if it's Life Orb. No, it's not, because we saw that in the previous move. Also remember not to use the same held item on multiple Pokemon if you manage the battle tonight. That is correct. Please check the video description for the rules. Why isn't Swalot on the legendary list? I think it is because it is in like its own tier. It's kind of like an Arceus or Arceus mythical kind of Pokemon, but it's like in the Swalot tier. It's in the S tier of Pokemon. Magnetism. I don't think there's an... Oh, he has Magnet Pool, I swear. Well, let's give it a check. Focus Blast, perhaps? Light Screen. That is actually welcome. I think I have Brick Break on one of my Pokemon. I don't remember. No, I have Defog. Okay, well, let's see if I can Flamethrower with this Magnezone. I know even with a Light Screen, it's going to do some damage, and we can crack the Sturdy if that's what the ability is. Good point. Pokemon Legends. Swalot coming soon. True. Yan Mega is my ace. Well, it's going to suffer with those rocks that I set up. Excited for the live stream today. That's great to hear, Jack. I put in tremendous effort earlier today to get through the day and get everything done and ready so that I could just sit down here and enjoy the live stream. And then I'm crossing my fingers. Togekiss, pre-evolution, ensured that we won't have any technical issues. Or if we do have technical issues, that we'll be able to resolve them. Okay, so we got the burn, the 10% chance. The Roserade probably has natural cure. Now, I don't know what the Roserade is up to. I feel quite convinced that it's got some trouble to dish at us. I wonder if it's just toxic, in which case it won't bother me at all. Quick Claw? What? That is weird. Quick Claw, toxic Roserade. Thankfully I have natural cure, so I'm just gonna see if I can take out this Roserade. And at that point my Tangrowth is like unhinged. The audio is perfect tonight. Yes, we got it. Yeah, I don't know what is my audio is a little too loud sometimes if I speak right into it. I didn't have the driver for the capture card. Somehow it's just disappeared in the past 8 months since the last time I live streamed. Let's see, this was Quick Claw. We can add that. I don't think we ever saw the item on Infernape. Let me know if you guys caught it. Sludge Bomb. Yeah, it's not gonna do too much. I'm not sure if I should mess around with the graphics too much, but I feel super tempted. Regroup. Fainted. New text layer. Let's see if we can figure this out live. That's always fun. And then we put it to red. Okay. And then we have like a thing around it like this. But we want black, so it looks kind of okay. How about we give it like a 30, something like that? Is it too high? 10? 20? 30? No, it doesn't go for 30. How about that? And then need to choose a move. Z-Sword, really? That makes no sense. But I got Tangrowth for this Pokemon. There's nothing he can do. Let's see. Okay, so while he is trying to deal with my Tangrowth, we are gonna just set up the Pokemon graphics here. There we go. That looks beautiful, doesn't it? Okay, so we drop that into the fainted box. Is it about the right size? That is way too big. 70, something like that. And then the frame is too big. I didn't catch what move he was using. Probably nothing to care about. I'm just gonna put up the reflect. Oh, he's setting up the sword stance. That's fine. Okay, I'll figure this out later. Can't lose the battle because of this. Knockoff, let's see if we can get rid of his item. Oh, U-turn. Lol. Not gonna do much. You know what? I don't like this. I don't think I should have the border at all. I need to change the font to a more thinly bezeled thing. Or I can change this. There we go. That's it. Here we go. And then size 130, something like this. There we have it. That looks epic. Let's go with that. I am not gonna stay in on this. I got Blissey for this job. I'll be right back with the chat in 1 second. Just let me figure this out so that we have a good setup for the graphics. I know I don't really have a good move to use here, but I'm just gonna stall it out for a couple turns while I figure out this graphic. Okay. This don't want to cooperate. Where can I get some momentum? I really don't want to toy too much around with the Azumarill, but I think this would be the best time to use it, honestly. Oh, there we go. I figured it out. It does have Scald. It could mess me up. Hopefully I can figure out a way to one-shot or two-shot this without problems. He's trying to freeze me? Really? That would be unfortunate. Yeah, look at the damage. Oh my god. Oh, that's good. Okay, so we got Magnetism. Say hello to my Blissey. Got this one. I don't know if there's some option in OBS to like align these nicely. We'll just have to deal with this for now. Flamethrower. Oh, he had the light screen. I forgot about that. That must be a pretty good setup with the Magnezone, because it can switch in on a lot of different Pokemon, and then you just set up as a counter support. Okay, we got that ready for when we need it. Magnetism, yes, flamethrower. Something like this. Just have everything ready, and now we can go back and wonder which Pokemon did we actually KO so far. I know the Infernape is gone. I think... I don't remember. Do you guys remember? Which Pokemon went? Milotic Supremacy. Okay, Magnezone is down. Number 3. Then I wonder if the Magnezone had Light Clay. Milotic is gone, okay. That is great news for me. Oh, the Yanma. Well, he did say that Yanma was his ace, so we'll see what happens with this Pokemon, if it does anything. I wonder if it's just one of those protect funny Pokemon. Yes. I don't know why you would protect on a slow Blissey, but... Is there another Pokemon we took out? we did take out another Pokemon. Forgot to say, but I love the team visuals on the bottom screen. Thank you. That took a lot of time. It is tied to a rule set sheet that we made. So we can potentially consider other rule sets in the future. I just need to make a publicly accessible spreadsheet that cannot be changed, but can be filter viewed, so that you can see the rules without altering the... the roaster rate got taken out. Okay, nice. Okay, so then it's just the Zezor left. Oops. Something like that. Okay. Man, don't be discouraged. I've been playing competitive for a decade now. And even though my team can look a little bit silly at times, I'm always trying to learn something new. So my biggest recommendation actually when it comes to competitive play, lose a bunch. Because then you get a little bit frustrated, you kind of want to figure out why, and then find something to improve, and then over time you can have a really good time just playing the game. Okay, I'm not gonna bother putting in question marks again, we'll just have to deal with it. Good game, yes, thank you so much for the battle. Swedish Distorted Yanma. Are you actually Swedish too? Because I'm Norwegian. We should be neighbors, if that is the case. Need to go now, alright. Thank you so much for dropping by, Swedish Distorted Yanma. Hope you have a great day. Here's another player. Is this Ismar? Let it be Ismar. Maybe it's Joeka. The Hopeless Ninja. Hey, you're streaming again. Yes, indeed. Welcome back, the Hopeless Ninja. It's great to see you. And thank you so much for remaining a NIRTHEART member. That means a lot to me. Oh, it's Taylor. I know I haven't been much active in the past couple months, but should be back now. Things are looking good in terms of the layout, and knock on wood, Togepi cheer. Things are working. See you on the other side. Yes, we're about to witness some stranger things right here. Oh, yes, another team to fill in. Driftblim. And Umbreon. And Donphan. And Rotom Wash. S tier Pokemon. And Feraligatr. And Roserade. I wish I could battle, but I have no competitive teams in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. It's still fun watching though. You should get on board. Become a YouTube member. Join the Discord. I have a tremendous collection in these games, so if you need anything, just like tag me in the Discord. I'll see if I got any. And I will personally be playing these games for a while. And so if you want to battle me, then Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, come on back to Sinnoh. Okay, enough rambling. Driftblim is a problem, and Donphan is a problem. The Roserade means that if I don't KO it early, I won't... I have remembered this time. It carries a trick. Oh, I almost did a fatal mistake. It's a Trick Scarf Rotom, unless he changed it up now compared to the other 5 battles we've had. F you. What up, Dave? Are you having a bad day? Come just join the live stream for a couple minutes and I'm sure it's gonna cheer you up. At least the live stream so far has been pretty engaging and fun and inspiring, entertaining. You know, all those boxes that YouTube asks you when you've watched something. It's like, how well did this video fit you? Check all the boxes. Oh, now would you look at that? Does it have protect? Crossing my fingers it don't. Darn it. Well, here's the more important question. Does it double protect? Or is it the switch into Drift Plan? It didn't freeze, I was just very focused. Anticipating the next move. Oh, it's the Rotom! Thank goodness. Bang! That feels good. Can check off that Rotom. It is gone. Never to be again. Let's see. It's got Choice Scarf. Probably. No. Ah, it's got Choice Scarf, but it's probably like Modest or something dumb like that. Or Bold. Because in principle, it would have been faster than me. Because I'm base 80 in speed. Okay, here it is, the Drift Bloom. I think I got him. I'm gonna be incredibly funny and I'm gonna start layering Toxic Spikes because then he has to either Baton Pass into the Roserade or he yeah, I'm also surprised he didn't switch into Drift Blim. I don't know if it was some like higher level missed prediction or something. I'm gonna layer the Toxic Spikes because you know what? Then he's gonna be forced to Baton Pass into the Roserade, and then he's screwed. Toxic Spikes, layer 1. Another stockpile. Well, I suppose he could send in the Feraligatr onto this, but it's going to be Toxic Poison, and he won't have enough time to set up before he is knocked out. Let's see how well my breakdown is working. I love how your team contains not conventionally strong Pokemon, but they are really good in battle. I don't know. Skarmory, Blissey, pretty common. Azumarill, one of the highest attacking Pokemon. Same as Medicham, it's just a little awkward to use. Tangrowth, super, super, super underrated. And Roserade is always a threat. I think it's mostly just because of the difference in meta. Like, the BDSP meta is different. You won't see a Togekiss, it sucks. Yes, my profile picture is a Togekiss, but it sucks. I haven't found a single way to use it, and I am not happy about that. Okay, so I got 2 layers of spikes. Now it's time for... Let's see, how can I best figure this out? I haven't given him the Unburden boost yet. I think potentially Reflect would be a good idea here. But I want to set up the Stealth Rocks too. Because then I wonder if he potentially sends out the Dawn Fan. That could be bad. Sweeter says, hello, I'm back. Also, where did you say you're from, Nirth? I'm from Norway. Okay, here's the minimize. But I appreciate the compliment on my team, Jack. Okay, here's the other part of this that I realized after having the battle yesterday. This is gonna be hilarious when he realizes. Looking forward to this, if I have enough time. Oh, he already went for the baton pass before I got to do the rocks. That is the problem. Into Roaster Raid? Is it going to be Roaster Raid? Oh, it is. I was like, Florida. That's going to be because it's a flower. Okay, Toxic Poison. We are Europe neighbors because I'm Swedish. Nice. While I was team planning for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I keep forgetting I didn't have to account for power creep. Scarlet Violet really messed up my mind, lol. I know. These are actually competitive games without an official ladder, which I intend to do something with in upcoming time. Okay, so here's the deal. In my calculation, he used 1 minimize, and that is now neutralized. And then I got sturdy, so I got another defog in. See if he sets up another time. Oh, that is just enough to not proc my Hogwav. That's unfortunate. I'm not going to give up my Skarmory. Skarmory is going to be a ton of useful. Let's see, I got my Tangrowth. Because I don't think he's going to predict the Ice Punch. That would be too vulnerable for him. Okay, so Waterfall. And then it's going to be, oh, well. What do I do now? Ice Punch. Something, something. I think if I can get rid of the Feraligatr, then Azumarill just knocks out the rest of his team to some degree. I know the verse rate is going to be a problem still, but I don't think he has anything on the Azumarill. Yep. Can be a resisted hit. And out he goes to the Toxic. Because now he would have to have Aqua Jet, which does nothing to me. And now I'm going to take him out with Aqua Jet if he does an Aqua Jet, because I will outspeed. Yep. So there's the Feraligatr. Now the question becomes, does he send out the Drift Bloom again to like start setting up to send in the Donphan? Donphan has Rapid Spin, so that could get interesting. Autonomous. Yeah. Wait, did I clear my own setup? I might have. I'm starting to wonder if I clear my own Stealth Rocks. That would be bad. Aquajet. Let's see how much damage it does. Oh, that's not too bad. Strength Sap. I forgot about Strength Sap. I guess I won't be able to do much. Well, time to set up the rocks and heal back up. I want to break the sturdy on that Donphan. Yep, here's the stockpile. Now, I could go for Roost here, but I know that he doesn't have any attacking moves. So until he baton passes, there's nothing he can do to damage me. So I'm gonna defog. Oh man, did I clear out my own Stealth Rocks again? Let me see. Defog. Let's see what the text says. Evasiveness fell. Things disappeared on the posting. Ah. Baton pass. Okay, so no minimize. He's realized that. That's good. But he did get a +3 though. I have that in mind. Is it the Umbreon? It could be the Umbreon. I know that he likes Umbreon quite a bit. The problem is though, I have a Steel type out, so that Synchronize on the Umbreon is not going to Toxic Poison me. Well, it's going to get Toxic Poisoned. He has to send out the Roserade. Did I clear my own things again? I need to like learn, like read up on this because that was incredibly annoying. I think he's got potentially Rapid Spin, Ice Shard. I think I should be able to survive an Ice Shard. Rapid Spin. Oh, please knock me down. I have an Aguav Berry, but it's not proccing yet. Okay, so I'm going to set up the Tangrowth here. Hopefully he's going to use another move that's not super effective. Fire Fang. Oh, I avoided. That was a critical avoid. Oh my god. Fire Fang. Don't flinch. Don't flinch. Don't flinch. I don't care about the burn. Don't flinch. I don't care about the burn. Don't flinch. Reflect. Nice. Well, I mean, it does hurt my damage, but it's already at +3, so like it doesn't make that much of a difference. I'm gonna just knock off here to get rid of his item, and then we can put it into the team builder here. Earthquake, not very effective. Reflect. The burn does more damage. Okay, knock off. Let's see what item he has. Lychee Berry. Okay, then we can Leech Seed, because he don't want to switch out. Don't flinch, please. Thank you. Okay, so now we negated the burn and we're leeching him of HP, and I don't think he has a way to recover. And so, if I don't remember incorrectly, Donphan has a pretty bad special defense. Yeah, 60, but it has 90 in HP. That's pretty good. No flinches. Thank goodness. Yeah, even at +3, that's gonna hurt. Wow, that Breloom though, I wonder if he had brought a Breloom instead of Roserade, how different this battle would be. Because yesterday I was just bummed down by all the technical issues, and I didn't think straight, so I think that was part of why it got so stally, because I burnt all my options early on. Fire Fang. There's the flinch. Okay, so we go from 90 from the Leech Seed to 110, down to 98 after the burn. Okay, so we're HP positive on the Leech Seed burn ratio. It's true. Breon Kennedy. Alright. I'm gonna use Leech Seed. And then I'm gonna send out my Medicham. Or maybe I should send out the Azumarill. Or maybe I'm perfectly comfortable. Now that I think about it. That Umbreon has Wish. It's getting defensive. Which means if I should have any chance of taking it out, I should set up Reflect. But I don't remember how many turns I got left on this. I'm gonna Giga Drain just for safety and see if it wears off the next turn. I'm almost wondering if I should put no, but I can't with the Choice Scarf. Like Psych Up on a Pokemon. That would be so funny. Oh, it will end in 3 minutes? That's unfortunate. Let's see what the Azumarill does. I know the Umbreon is super tanky. And it has some insane stats, and it's at +2 or 3 now. Wish. It's got Wish, Protect, Curse, and then like Payback or something. And then I guess it's gonna Protect now, which is just gonna heal me up. Wait, Curse, Wish, Protect. Yeah, and then some like attacking move, I guess. Does it have leftovers? No, Wish. Lol. Oh man, Leech Seed is a good... No, it's not. It doesn't carry. I was like, oh, you can break Stash with Leech Seed. The damage. That's a +2. Payback. It's not going to do anything. That's unfortunate. Wait, I think it did have leftovers. What do you guys think? Did it have leftovers? I didn't catch it. I feel like it healed before the Leech Seed. But it was not like a text like, oh, he healed from the leftovers. I'm also guessing the Drifblim is Citrus. That's just so standard. It is really good, but it's still standard. I'm not gonna risk it. Let's see. Blissey is a good counter to this. Even if it has like Sleep Spore or Sleep Powder. That was a critical hit. Toxic. It did have leftovers, alright. And I guess this has Black Sludge or something? Yep. Yes. Good game. I had nothing that game. No, that Breloom made or broke the team, I think, up against me. So maybe sometime, if you want, you can bring the Breloom on your team again. And then we can see if I'm able to do anything against you. Thank you so much for the battle, Taylor. That was a lot of fun. And thank goodness it was not uglier. I started off with one good turn at least. I'll have to watch the replay on that one. All right. Anyone else interested in the battle? I'm in the room. You can type in the code 00201000. It's the community code. I gotta go, but seeing that you're back, I'll finish my Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl team and join on the battling fun soon. That sounds amazing. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, just hop in the Brilliant and Shining chat in NIRTHEART. And if you need any help with your team, just drop a message there and I'll try to help out the best way I can. Okay, let's set up the layout for another battle. Do you guys like the fact that it's just a Google spreadsheet? Someone has messaged me on the Discords. Tangrowth ruins me. Oh, yes. It's such a good support Pokemon. You wouldn't think that, but it is a massive, massive problem for people. You know what I got super curious about now that I'm waiting? So for those of you interested in having a battle, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, now's your time. You see the code down there. It's 00201000. Join in on the fun. Okay, so while we're waiting, I'm gonna see if I can I just got an idea. I want to see if I can do something here. That could be pretty cool. Because then we have something to do in between. Let's see, movesets. Oh yeah, this is gonna be cool. Watch this. That's gonna be real cool. Did it show up? No. There it is. Oh, I can even zoom in. That's amazing. Oh, man. It scales by just zooming. Watch this. Yeah, you heard me right. Wait, did that mess up the rest of my layout though? That would not be good. Yes, it did. Okay, we back to normal. Let me just clear out the group here. And then we have to add back the folder. Now we have a huge moveset. Look at this. This is cool. So this is also a spreadsheet. I have saved a sheet in Google Spreadsheets of just cool movesets. This Tangrowth in specific is the exact Tangrowth that you see in play on my team right now. Why is it so funny on the scale? There it is. Okay. The godly Tangrowth, indeed. Yes. I wonder, wait, there should be some like, give me a second. Oh, someone subscribed or something? Wait, does it block it? Oh, I think it does. Ah, I missed it. Someone subscribed. Let's see if I can... Yes, there it is. Thank you. Oh, maybe I should move this one over here. There we go. Okay, now there are no conflicts on the real estate of the screen, which is nice. So cool. Yes, it is. I think I realized what the next level to this is. I don't know if this is boring you guys, but if you're interested in having a battle, I'm waiting. You can just hop along. Whoa, someone... Hey, Taylor Used Toxic donated $2.50, showing support for the sheer amount of time that you invested into your spreadsheets. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see if we can make this work and have a live spreadsheet cast. This is odd, man. Can we do it like 1200 by, well, 1280 by 720? Does that work? It does. But when in this mode, I suppose, what happens if I like zoom in drastically? Nothing happens. Okay. Case closed. Because if I could figure this out to like zoom this in. Oh, I think I have an idea. We can transpose it. And it is going to be a little bit funny looking. Now would you look at that? It is a live feed from a website. This is so strange. Because watch this. I have a live feed from the Google spreadsheet. And now we can have a look at my Blissey. Which breaks the chart on the HP, but that's okay. Yeah, here's the Blissey. Essentially, I run a Calm Mind soft-boiled set. Sometimes I like having the defense curl inspired by Verlis, and then you drop the Ice Beam. And then I guess you would also consider some speed instead, or maybe some special defense, or even the HP. But in my opinion, the HP is doing such a little difference that if you put those 252 EVs in special attack instead, you actually become a bit of an offensive pressure, even as a Blissey. The main reason there is Ice Beam and Flamethrower is great coverage, and with that Calm Mind, if you set up 1 or 2, like, you can start to do a lot of damage, and that's always a lot of fun. Now let's have a look at the Azumarill too. This one I am a little bit hesitant to share, but now that you guys are here, I'll give you this. This is the Azumarill. It is the secret to my team doing what it does, because the combination between Blissey, Tangrowth, and Skarmory defensively allows me to do a lot of switching, and then I can sneak in the Azumarill that kind of looks a little bit, what would you call it? Not threatening. I don't know. It's not even max attack. Like, you can see it's got the adamant nature, because that's kind of needed. Because if not, you lose that. I wonder if there's a case for an impish nature and then 252 EVs because of the difference in the base stats. I'll have to look that up and like dial the numbers. But my goodness, it's not even max attack and it shreds. You saw the damage on the Milotic. That was probably not a max defense Milotic, but still, the Choice Band Play Rough Stab is nasty. So it is a very well balanced defensive Azumarill, particularly combined with the Toxic Spikes and Stealth Rocks. It's enough chip damage to where it's just doing this. And the thing with Blissey, Tangrowth, and Skarmory as a triple like back and forth is it allows me to send in Azumarill. The Aqua Jet is always threatening, even if it's not very effective, and low base power. And so typically I will force my opponent to make a switch, and then I can just play rough or waterfall and do a lot of damage. And the superpower is there for backup. Taylor says, that rabbit is disgusting. I would battle, but my team is so dusty. Hello, Drew. Just give it a go. Dip your toe into the water. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. This is for fun. In a tournament setting, that would be different. But the live streams, we're all here to learn and have a good time. Okay, while we're waiting for another opponent, rematches are allowed at this point because we're waiting so long. Here's the Roserade. Essentially, Roserade has such a bad HP and defense that if you want to have some sort of longevity, you kind of just have to buff them both. I suppose you could make a case for a Calm Roserade, which would be 252 in special attack, and then 252 in HP. Something like that. Or maybe you could switch around the nature, but make it specially defensive and then put some more into special attack so that you are really scared with that Giga Drain. But yeah, 252, 36, 36 is apparently the best defensive spread. Wait, do you mean in terms of the Azumarill? I'll jump back in if we have no takers. Seems like there are no takers, so let's have a rematch. Oh, actually, let's see. Joeka says, I'll join. Give me a second to hop on. So it seems that Joeka is gonna... Oh, you have to update, lol. Okay, let's have a battle, Joeka. Taylor, you're up next for the next live stream, I think, then, because I'm trying to limit this to around 90 minutes. I want to just, like, get into a format that is sustainable, that I can do it a lot more often. Azumarill, yeah. 36-36. It's the best defensive spread. What do you mean by 36-36? Hello, Reality's End. Azu, yeah. Well, wait for the next time. I want to see multiple people battle. Me too. Me too. Okay, so I showcased Blissey, a Tangrowth, Azumarill, Roast Raid. While we wait, let's have a look at... wait, were we done with the Roast Raid? I mean, like, the Giga Drain works well in combination with Leech Seed and Synthesis, but so far I haven't really had much use of the Synthesis, so I've been wondering if I should switch it out with Sludge Bomb, because that could have been useful in a few cases, but at that point I wonder if I should put more investment into special attack, but I'll have to see. How in depth do you go with micromanaging your EV spread? It depends. The thing is, though, for a somewhat new entry point into the metagame, you kind of want to just do very general. Like, the Azumarill is a special case, honestly, because 100 is easy to EV train, so that's why it's there. And then for it to, like, go up, because once you start breaking EVs into multiple stats, you have to be very careful so that you don't waste them, because the bonus is given at 4 EVs and then it's every 8. So when you play at level 50, you need to be careful, because let's say we put 123 EVs in speed, what am I saying, in HP, then you lose out on 7 EVs down to the next stat point. So that would be 116. I think I could be wrong about that. Let's see. It's every 8th. Yep, 116, 108, and then 100. Apparently, the physical special split on 124, 100, 100 is ever so slightly less than 252. When calculating against a 1. Yes. You do have to be careful with that. That is true. And that is intentional. You can find that by clicking around in a calculator, what is the most optimal. The reason is because the added benefit of more HP is compared to the added benefit of a percentage gain bigger in both stats. And the biggest difference there is HP starts off at a bigger point. I think it's like 20 points or something. I can check that in my other calculator. Give me 1 second. No, it starts at 60. Oh, that's probably loud. Sorry. All of the other stats start at 5 points as like the bedrock stat. I don't know what to call it. It's just the starting point. It starts at 60 for HP, 5 for the rest at level 50. And then you add on all the layers like base stats, EVs, IVs, nature, and the rest. What is the calculator called? It's called Nirth Incorporated. No, I'm kidding. But I'm kind of not kidding at the same time. I built my own calculator spreadsheet, which was what Taylor was referring to in his kind donation. I know there is a calculator for Showdown, which I actually think is pretty cool. I also like Showdown's team builder. I'm just not a fan of unlicensed emulators and simulators. So the battle simulator, I'm not in favor of, but the calculator is pretty decent. But I have built my own. The only problem is if I showcase, well, I have already shown you all my teams, so why not? How would I go about that? Give me 1 second. I think I can figure it out. Let's see, we add another browser. Add browser. And then we add the team builder. And then we have... Give me 1 second. It's asking me to log in, but it's a universal access. There it is. Nice. Okay. Wait, can I interact in this somehow? I feel like I've been toying around with this before. I don't remember exactly. Hey, it did load in. Nice. I just had to make the viewing experience a little bit more wide. Just have to see, is there anyone? Nope, still not. Okay, so then we do the same scaling trick as we did with the other one. That's what it was anyway. Let's see. There we go. Nice and big. That was she said. Let's see. That's a clean looking spreadsheet. Indeed it is. Okay, there we go. Now that we are here... Yes, it does work. Okay, now I can explain everything. So this is my calculator. I think I grayed out the formulas without meaning to. Hello, Lucario. Almost done updating. Nice. Nirth, what have you been up to the last few months? That is a big question. I have provided a little bit of an explanation in my Discord server, and I think I would like to keep it at that. I just did a bit of Battle Tower, and it may take a while. Every 7 minutes, might be getting 3 battle points per session. I haven't done too much experimenting. And then as you scale in the Battle Tower, you'll be earning more and more battle points. At some point, the rates are pretty good, but I have some videos coming up soon that are going to give an alternative method for you to use. All legitimately, of course. That's what we're doing here in the NIRTHEART community. But it's broken, I'll tell you that. It's going to cost you a little bit of time, a little bit of money. That's just how it works. But the keyword is multiple Pokemon home. Okay. Just going to sit here with the laptop. I think that's a better way to go about it. So, the clean looking spreadsheet indeed. The interesting thing here is it is highly useful. I have a range of predetermined rule sets that will go and double check everything. And here we see I changed the rule set to rule set 7, and it says input must fall within specified range, which is a problem because if I then try to like find the Pokemon, it doesn't show up. It starts at, oh, you can't see the live feed. It starts at Bulbasaur, and then the fail input or wrong input disappeared, and it ends on Dragonite. Now, why is that? It is because rule set 7 is a Kanto only rule set format, and there's a separate spreadsheet. The whole thing will take a lot of time to explain and to make public and available, but there's a separate sheet with 9 different rule sets. But the main part here is depending on the rule set, and I see someone came into the, let's see. We can go back to these some other time. Let's have our battle. John, all right, let's go, Dreka. It's gonna be fun. Then again, I can just quickly, these are the Pokemon that we're not using at all. No legendaries, no restricted legendaries, no mythicals. Okay, just want to say one very quick thing. The tool here is versatile. Like it makes it so that if the Pokemon is available in the rule set, like for example, when I click Blissey here and try to search like Shaman, it doesn't show up. It says there was a problem, click and enter the value from a range. And so I used conditional data validation, which is like a funny thing with a lot of sheets, but it essentially is a website within spreadsheets, and it has many layers. So for example, without a live feed, you can't really see this, but these are drop-down menus. You see Natural Cure, and now Serene Grace, and now it's Healer. These are all connected to the fact that it's a Blissey. And then the items are a separate list. Like I have a complete list of all the items, and then when I type in the item, then the picture shows up. That is what the bottom screen layout is. It's just a copy from the team builder. Remember to turn off the stream during your battles to avoid screen peeking. We like to support and spread good sportsmanship here. That is true. I trust Joeka. He's fine. But yeah, the same thing is with the moves. All the moves that this took a while. All the moves that Blissey can learn is the drop-down menu, and I can click on it, and it just works. It's another drop-down. And then based on the move, the type, category, power, accuracy is brought up, and the PP, separate databases. And then we have the base stats. I have a separate row for IVs, EVs. The nature is connected here, and we'll modify the things. So you can see that the stats here, we can do a quick experiment if you want to. This could be fun to see how accurate the calculator is. Let me just minimize this here. Just push it to the side so that we can get into the battle here with the team. Let's choose the team. Okay, so just to showcase how accurate this is, at level 50, it says, oh, the hand has to be on top. There we go. At level 50, the stats for Blissey with a bold nature should be 131 in HP, 27 in attack. Obviously, it's not perfect attack, so that's why it's off. 68 in defense, that is correct. We got 127 in special attack, that is correct. 155 in special defense and 75 in speed. So it's like, it's proper and it's flexible, so it like adjusts to any Pokemon in the Pokedex for the game. And it's overall a better builder than the Pokemon Showdown builder, in my opinion. And I made it myself in spreadsheets. Okay, so back to the topic here that we were trying to figure out. Medicham, respect. Now I'm starting to get a little bit cramped on time. That's not going to be good. Leafeon. We got I think Frostlass. And then we have Torterra. We're getting really cramped on time. Let's see. We have Tentacruel. And we have Gyarados. I need to just choose my Pokemon here or else. Huh? Oh, I messed up big time. Darn it. I'm sorry. I got distracted. I'm sorry, Joeka. You can open Gyarados again and I'll open Blissey again and then we'll just redo it. I was too slow. Something happened at the very end there. I got a little bit hung up. Wait, it chose all my Pokemon. Thank you, Game Freak. Oh, I don't have a good response. I guess knockoff, reflect, leech seed should be a good counter here. Always nice to see a Leafeon, I know. Dragon Dance, that is to be expected. Maybe it has an Ice Fang that could be pretty nasty here. Oh, he went for the double Dragon Dance. He's starting to get real fast. Could be a problem. Let's knock off the item and see what it got. Ice Fang, non-stab, neutral, boosting since the reflect. Lumberry, nice. Leech Seed, I guess. Ice Fang's not gonna. It avoided. That's unfortunate. Gonna Giga Drain it. Oh, he got the freeze. I thought that was... What is this luck? What are the dice rolls? Drew is saying, what do you guys think of Scarlet and Violet? I have some mixed feelings about the games. I hope that you guys are enjoying the games. Not gonna... Nope, nope, I'm winning. There are aspects of the games that I really like, and there are aspects of them that are just a deal breaker for me. I find that they devalued breeding too much. The Terra types should be an inheritable trait, in my opinion. That was a big deal for me. I love breeding. I understand that to some extent. It's like, oh wow, you want to do everything with breeding, but I just really like breeding. And so when I want to breed my Pokemon, and I do everything through breeding, which is hard work, and it requires the collection, and you need to really understand the mechanics of the game to be able to do it. When I then am faced by an endless grind for shards, okay, 50 shards for changing a typing, and then you have the metagame where it changes, so you need to find a different Pokemon with a different shard type, and then you need to go back to the raid grind again, which is fine, but then you realize the metagame is just a bunch of tanks with one-hit KO moves, and then I was just, okay, I'll find something else to do with my time. But part of that is also I like Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl too much, and so if some of you are interested in playing with me, I would be very happy. Maybe the DLC will change things around a little bit. Maybe some of the introduced Pokemon then will change up the metagame, but as it is, it's overcropped in every direction to the point where it is unplayable, in my opinion. I put together a test team to just get a read on the meta, and it was so disgusting that I was discouraged from building my actual team. Like Terra Fire, Calm Mind, Defense Curl, Soft Boiled, Blissey, Bold 252 Defense, 252 Special Attack is just shredding. Like it's not fun. You win every time pretty much if you have a team to kind of support around it, and then like what? You have to have an opponent with like 3 taunts and 4 one-hit KO moves, and it's just deeply unwell of a metagame. The counterpoint, I think, where it could be fun would be custom rule sets. I just don't have it in me to build another set of custom Google spreadsheets, go through all the moves and everything. Maybe that will change at some point in the future, but as it stands, I just find the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl metagame to be an evergreen classic. The Switch is going nowhere. The games will have connectivity for at least another decade. The hypers and the cheaters have moved on. So if we now go back into these games, then they don't care about it. And so we can just have fun as it is. I also have a development project going on. It's a little bit slow, but it was because I reshifted the priorities. I can give a little bit of a presentation, or what is the call, like the elevator pitch. The only thing that Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are actually missing, in my opinion, is an online ladder. And I want to see if I can figure out a way to build a Discord bot that can function as an online ladder for NIRTHEART. And then if I could figure that out somehow, then all the pieces are falling together. Like, we have the best metagame ever. You can record the battles in HD. We have a great community, so we can share rejects and resources and just help each other out and overall have a lot of fun with Pokemon. I feel like that part is really missing in the modern games, and especially because it's changed to the point where it's more itemized. It's not Pokemon centric. It's more grind these items, pump out a Pokemon kind of deal, instead of, I don't know, It's a little bit convoluted of an argument, but I feel more engaged with these games than the more modern games. Farming shards legit versus a constant changing hack. Yeah, and then you get into the whole thing like, oh well, if you're not, if you're time skipping, you are not a purist, and then it's like you get a division into a division into a division, and then it's just not fun. I don't time skip, so like I'm on that side, even though I kind of made the argument for the other side, but yeah. Mixed feelings, too many express via text. What do you mean express via text? Tank growth is an absolute unit, yes. Okay, what is actually happening? I got so distracted by whatever we were talking about. Wait, did I take out the Gyarados? Pretty sure I did. I hope that we get a decent remake of Black and White 2. Or even better, Let's Go Johto, then I'm all in. Me too. And you know what? I developed such an expertise into building Pokemon-specific spreadsheets to where I can pump out a spreadsheet if I really, really want to for any of those games. It won't be a problem. And I'll even see if I can use some of Kurt's data mines for the movesets again. Dig through 12,000 rows of information and sort it and clean it and slot it into a team builder. I think the overall layout of the team builder that I showcased a couple minutes back is solid. I don't think it needs to be updated at all. I just need to update the data files and fuel it into the layout. Yeah, so if Let's Go Johto comes out, I'll make public custom team builder spreadsheets for the game. And same with Unova. I just, there's something about modern Pokemon games that has just... Don't like the Gen 5 power creep. Don't like the gimmicks. Mega Evolution, Z Crystals, Dynamax, Terrassalization, specialized abilities that only appear on one Pokemon, specialized moves that do nothing, base stat distributions that make Pokemon inherently inflexible and are only good at one thing. Like, there are so many things that I'm like, I want to just go back to classic Pokemon, enjoy myself. I love Sinnoh. I like the Gen 4 Pokedex, honestly. And Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl is a difficult game. It's a hard grind if you want to build competitive Pokemon, but it feels rewarding, and it is rewarding. Once you get a bunch of rejects, like, you get a couple of those when you just gather all the needed ingredients. You have the right nature, ability, you got the Ag moves, and everything's just falling in place. Then you can just print out some copies, rejects, and trade them away to friends, and that whole engagement loop is very fun to me. That would be funny. That would be super funny, actually. I'm gonna risk the Azumarill. I loved Mega Dynamax, but would always prefer to go back to the basics. Me too. Yeah, I thought Dynamax was an interesting twist. Like, I appreciated Dynamax, but keep that in Sword and Shield. I can always go back to those games if I want to try that again. Mega Evolutions, I actually do think would be a staple that the franchise should have continued with. It felt very true to Pokemon, more so than just like, here's a stone, use a special Hyper Beam. The thing with Mega Evolution too is you can just list it in the rules, no Mega Evolutions, and then you're pretty much out of the loop for that one. The Terra types you can't do the same because it pops up on the screen. It's like, do you want a Terra? Do you want a Terra? Then if you have a misclick, then you ruin the battle. That's not fun. Or if you forget Like, oh wow, this would be the perfect time to Terra, and then oh, the rules said otherwise. But if it's a held item like a Megastone, then it makes more sense. No Megastone items allowed. Sword and Shield is better than Scarlet and Violet in my opinion. I actually think I had a weird relationship with Sword and Shield too. Like, I didn't like it at first. It had a lot of things that I thought could be better, and then the Isle of Armor came and I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful. And then the Crown Tundra didn't even matter because the Isle of Armor was just it. As a competitive player, those games were it. I feel tempted to go for Play Rough, but I'm gonna keep my Aqua Jet for that Medicham. Did I take out the Medicham? I'm gonna Play Rough. Let's see what happens. Oh, he has to get Rain. Wait, not the weak one. I think that it has Liquid Ooze, doesn't it? Yeah, what I wanted to say with Scarlet and Violet is I'm a bit on the sideline. It was probably a bit of timing too, honestly. Like, December was not a good month to put it. Yeah, I don't know. So maybe with the DLC something changes. If they lower the shard requirement and maybe bring some other quality of life or some interesting gameplay loop. I feel it's too itemized, in my opinion. It's like, do this one thing and then you can fuel everything else. I understand that some players like that. I just personally don't. I'm still enjoying grinding apricorns for Apper Balls, then breed them. That is very cool. I like that. I like the dedication. It's nice to keep your main like gameplay Pokemon in the save file so that you can get back into it. One of the reasons why I kind of just hit the button, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start having live streams for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and then subsequently have had a couple messy live streams, is because I realized Breath of the Wild 2, or Tears of the Kingdom, comes out tomorrow. It is already available for some people who have funny eShops. But then I was like, okay, well then people are gonna do that, and then people are gonna like something, and then Home comes out and people move everything into Gen 9. And then I'm gonna be left with the problem, oh well, if I knew, I would have kept some Pokemon in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield, so that I could actually battle. So now the backup plan is if I just keep a steady stream of a couple live streams a week for the foreseeable future, then maybe I can help you guys to prevent doing the ever old, like, regrettable action of sending your Pokemon into the future and then regretting it because you can't send them back. And so keep your Pokemon in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl Gen 8, please, and play with me. I want friends. Let's see. I think actually Roserade could be a good switch in here. Waiting for that Gen 2 re-release on Switch. If it has online capabilities, then we are on business. Yes, anything like that, I'm all in. Especially, it would be fun to build that matchmaking bot in Discord. Like, I'm really thinking about it. And I think the live streams here, when I get into a good rhythm here, I want to, like, I want to get into like a sustainable rhythm where I can just go live a couple times a week and it just works. If that is possible for me to figure out, then I'd be very happy with that. Oh wow, setting up stockpiles on me. But then my point was, if I can sustainably have a full-time job, have a couple live streams a week, spend time with those around me that I need to spend time with, and then be able to work on developing this matchmaking bot so that we can have our own leaderboard, playing the official games for any of the official games, then I think we have like a solid platform to build a community. We have a game or a set of games that are going to be available for a decade. We have a Discord and a community in which we can communicate and trade and do that whole thing. And we have a way to score each other on a leaderboard to say, actually, who is the better player here? And then we have a bit of a competitive side to it too. And that could be fun. Now, I'm probably going to build it out for one set of game at a time. And let's say Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl just turns out to be classics that won't go anywhere, kind of like Smash Melee. That's at least the way I perceive these games. Then, yeah, that could be fun. And then, I don't know, my YouTube channel is not really all that productive these days. Like, naturally, I haven't been much active since more or less the early days of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Had a big challenging year last year for many reasons. Studies and getting a job, and that whole thing took a while. And then my Scarlet and Violet coverage was not perfect. So essentially, the big point was, to some extent, I would want to fuel back into some of the ad revenue and things into cash prize tournaments. And if we would have an objective matchmaking bot that could score people on a leaderboard, then we could have invite-only tournaments with a small sample so that they're easier to arrange, but they are practically possible to arrange, and then it like all just fuels into one another. And so it's just the question of which thing goes in first. And so I think I spent a lot of time on the spreadsheets and a lot of time building my team. Like, it took a while. I think I probably spent between 40 and 70 hours on this team. It's a pretty hefty effort to like set up the competitive save file at first, and then it gets a little bit easier. I did move main save file from Brilliant Diamond to Shining Pearl because it just happened to fit that way. Hey, someone subscribed, thank you. But yeah, so just like setting up things in the right order, because everything kind of has to be in place to be interesting, but I can't build everything at the same time. So now I'm just done with the spreadsheets, more or less. The layouts for the live stream is working, more or less. And then as we have more regular live streams, people are aware that this is a thing. You can come here and battle. I know in the past I've been even more like focused on you guys can battle each other as well. And so at some point that could be like the ultimate thing where you don't leave the room after you type the code. I think there can be up to 16 people just like doing the whole icon thing. And that could be a lot of fun. Good game. I was really banking on that freeze LOL. That was so funny with the unthaw. Like I almost like spit my water that I hadn't even drank. Like it was that funny. I'm really sorry about that. Terrible luck in the beginning. That probably like shifted the game in my favor tremendously. So like disclosure for a rematch, I don't know, that can go either way. But yeah, so just like trying to put the pieces in a good pattern. And so I don't see why not in terms of hosting regular live streams. And then yeah, want to start building this Discord bot and see if I can find a way to bring a matchmaking bot to the NIRTHEART Discord server. And then the other only thought I have is at some point I want to develop some more graphics for the live stream. I was gifted a stream deck by the lady, and so I want to program it at some point to like do things. That could be really cool. It's a super versatile tool, and maybe at some point I'll invest in a bigger screen so it's more easy to host the live streams. My goodness, I have such a tiny little hand-me-down screen. It's hilarious. Like I can barely run this thing with the screen. But at some point, like a wide curved, like big thing could work out with all the different windows that I need to have open when I'm live streaming. And with a stream deck, like clicking the buttons and having graphics could be cool. So the last comment on the graphics is like, I want to make some sort of overview graphic on what it means to be subscribed, a NIRTHEART member of 1 month or less, or a NIRTHEART member at present. Like, there are different things that you get access to, and I want to just like lay that out as an illustration. And it would be cool if I could just hit a button, become a YouTube member, then it shows up all the information, because there's going to be a little bit of a difference there. Obviously, you won't get into NIRTHEART unless you got NIRTHEART Premium. So that's that. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. Thankfully, there were no technical issues to the extent that we had yesterday. And the battles were great. I think this is a good live stream to replay at some point for those of you who are into that. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching. And I'll see you around sometime soon. You can subscribe to be updated whenever there are new live streams coming up. For those of you who are in the Discord, I'll post a notification some hours before, and then I'll tag the battle roll right before I go live. I think that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I think we're pretty much at the end here. Good game to everyone. Yes, thank you all so much for coming.